Greetings in the name of Yeshua, and to all of my Jewish friends, Happy Hanukkah. Tonight's message is going to be very short. I am including through Trumpeter's Call. There's a video that I am including, and it's very, very important to me. When I listened to it, it affected me quite profoundly because what it's showing me is all the main reasons why I should not be connected to the world, nor trust in anything that the medical profession or the chemical advocates are placing as a result of the current pandemic, but over the years, what they have been doing in all the different aspects of life. Now, something that my wife and I researched back in the late 80s and early 90s was about AIDS and where its origin was. And the research that we found back then was that AIDS was a man-made disease, and it was released in Africa initially in order to control the population. So that was something that we dealt with back then. What this video that I'm about to add to this video, it is about an hour long. It's an interview done by a psychologist who has her own blog with a doctor of immunology. Now, she has been chased out of the United States because of her stand against what the medical profession represents and is doing. It's not just about the vaccine, but there are several facts that she brings forward about what's going on in the medical profession as far as the New World Order is concerned. I believe that most people need to hear this information, and that's why I'm including it with this video. The truth, I've always suspected. That's why I really don't have a lot of use for the medical profession. I try not to, I don't get involved with them. This vaccine thing, once you have the information that she's talking about, I think you're going to put two and two together and recognize that it's not something that you really want to become involved with. The other thing that I want to bring forward as well is that in previous videos and previous releases that I've done on Facebook, and I believe on my blog on Trumpeter's Call, there were a number of doctors who were talking about the ins and outs of the vaccine. One of them that I released was talking about RNA, and you'll hear that in this video as well. However, the scary part of it is that we know the knowledge that we got from that video, first of all, was that RNA is a transporter. And it doesn't distinguish between what it's going to transport, it just transports DNA. So as you gather information from this this other video, I want you to understand it's a reason, not a reason, but it's common sense for you to recognize and understand. You need to take your hands off of the things of the world. Stop trusting in the chemicals. Stop trusting in this science. The science is going to bring you to death. It's not the hope. It's not the release. And even the doctor, the specialist Fauci, came right out and said, once you have the vaccine, you're still going to be able to, there's a possibility that you could still spread the virus. So what I'm saying to you is I'm not sure what to believe anymore from anybody. I'm questioning all of the information that's coming out. Now, I'm not questioning this information from this video because it's sincere, and I believe this woman she was fearful for her life and left the United States. And one of the things that you have to recognize in her testimony is that she was invited by the enemy into their corridor And she thought it was a mistake, but went anyways. Very courageous, believe me. Anyways, her story will enlighten you in a number of different areas. I want to read you a verse. Um, this is from Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Now, I want to do a commentary on that. What it means, many a one has caused his own death, or the death of others, by a false or injurious tongue. Now, I'm reading this because I want you to understand that the information that we receive, that we speak about, we need to know and check it out. We need to know fact on it. This woman, I have seen 2 or 3 of her other videos that she has put out in regards to immunology, and her facts are very, very strong. And I believe, this is just me now, I believe she's speaking the truth. And her sincerity is one of a believer. And she's trying to warn people of what is coming. Not because of this particular vaccine, but because of all the different things that she's learned about the backgrounds of the doctors and the medical profession within WHO and the medical profession within the New World Order. Those were the meetings that she attended. Those were the meetings that she's going to talk about. Anyways, I'm going to sign off. Again, happy Hanukkah to all the people who are celebrating the Jewish holiday. And folks, go in peace, be safe, stay within faith, and be with God. Amen.